What up, what up, what up? I didn't feel like doing voices. So, I mean, Dark Side Detective was not an option. So this was going to be our next game. So, I'll be doing voices next week probably. And we'll knock out Dark Side Detective. But let's get into this. Let's check out the intro. Access software. Well, everybody's had a good weekend. Pandora Directive. Hey, Nibbler, what's happening, homie? Mr. Barry Corbin, Tanya Roberts, Kevin McCarthy, John O'Connor, executive producer, Bruce Scarlett, producer, Chris Jones, director, Adrian Carr, San Francisco 2043. So pretty. Well, this ain't Texas house, that's for sure. Did he kill her or she passed out? Because he ain't being quiet. Under a Killing Moon. That was the one of the first ones. Okay. She's obviously not just passed out.
Did I wake you? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be so clumsy. Don't worry, I'll take care of everything. Go back to sleep.
I think she's already sleeping, homie. Sounds like stripper music.
Miss, see table?
You know, I'm turning 30 tomorrow. Did you know that?
Well, happy birthday. You know, I was just thinking you don't look a day over 25.
Liar. I don't know. I've just been feeling very stuck lately. You know, I cannot remember the last time I was surprised by anything. Can you?
The last time I was surprised was by you. Well, you know what I mean. I'm just surprised that we're able to stay good friends.
I've been thinking about moving. Maybe Phoenix. I've got an old college friend that lives down there, and she says it's nice. I think the change would do me good. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you'll love it down there, because there's square dancing and 10-gallon hats and armadillo hunting.
And macho yokels with names like Tex.
Okay, that's yours.
So tell me, what do you think? You think I should go or not?
Well, you know, Arizona may seem like a much more exciting place than San Francisco, but it's dangerous down there. At least around here, you got your friends checking out for you.
It's dangerous everywhere. I mean, especially here. I mean, did you hear about that co-ed? Someone murdered her in her own bedroom.
I didn't hear about that. Who killed her?
Well, the newspaper said it might be a serial killer. They gave him some kind of crazy name. I don't know. I can't remember what they called him.
Doesn't that stuff scare you? I mean, I'm a tough guy, and it scares me.
That thunder scares me.
I appreciate your concern, Tex, but I have been fine on my own for a long time.
Shoot your shot, Tex.
Looks like the rain's letting up. I'm going home.
Got a big date?
Oh, yeah. Cary Grant and a pint of Haagen-Dazs. Hold me down. See you later.
At the pawn shop
What
guy?
a schmuck.
What?
Chelsea was giving you opportunities all evening and you blew every one of them. The son PI you are. Well, you wouldn't know a clue if it walked up and punched you in the face.
Listen, all I know is, every time I try and ask her out, she turns me down.
It's from the distinguished gentleman in the corner.
That's the only movie I know that guy from.
He bought you a bourbon.
Oh, good evening, good evening. Gordon Fitzpatrick is my name. Please sit down, sir. You know, I am not in the habit of eavesdropping, but I do believe I heard someone say that you were a private detective.
That's right. I'm a licensed private investigator.
Oh, delightful. It's a pleasure indeed to meet you, and your name?
Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Tex Murphy. Well. This is fine. Now listen, let me ask you this, Mr. Tex Murphy. Have you in your work ever had the occasion to seek for a missing person?
Sure. I can do that.
Well, then perhaps we could do some business.
I think we can work something out. My office is just around the corner, the Ritz Hotel.
Why don't we go there?
It's kind of cool how they did that.
I like your office. Oh, yes, the ambiance is very authentic. Reminds me of those, those old detective stories that I used to watch when I was a kid. I'm sure that at any moment, Sam Spade is going to come marching through that door, but then who needs Sam Spade when I've got Tex Murphy standing in front of me?
Well, damn right,
Did you
baby.
always want to be a private eye?
As far back as I can remember. Would you have a seat, Mr.
Thank you.
Yeah. While all the other kids were logged on to Sesame Street Interactive, I was reading Hammett and Chandler.
It must be quite an exciting life.
Oh, it's got its moments. Don't get me wrong, it's not like the movies. It sure as hell doesn't pay very well. But it suits me. So what can I do for you, Mr. Fitzpatrick?
Well, I'm trying to find an old acquaintance of mine, Thomas Malloy, Dr. Thomas Malloy. The last official address for him that I have is the Ritz Hotel. Now, do you happen to know him?
Can't say that I do.
Well, it's very important that I find him. You know, let me give you a little background. For many years, I was a research scientist, and I worked alongside Dr. Malloy. But about 20 years ago, maybe, I guess something like that, our paths diverged, and I lost touch with him, and he with me. And then very recently, I saw a photograph of him in a local newspaper. Now, it's a strange thing how time is such a natural equalizer. Makes us appreciate the faces from one's past. At any rate, the older gentleman in that photograph is Dr. Malloy. And I contacted the newspaper to find out where the photograph had been taken. It was at the San Francisco Technical University. Well, I hiked right out there, got to the campus, and decided to look the man up and surprise him. Even with that photograph, no one recognized him, no one knew his name. But then I received a strange phone call from a young woman named Sandra. The man I knew as Thomas Malloy, she knew as Tyson Matthews. She seemed quite uncomfortable talking on the vid phone, so I suggested we meet. She never showed up for that appointment.
You never heard from her again?
You know, it's strange. But this simple, whimsical wish of mine to get together with my old friend has materialized into, I don't know, I feel a sense of impending doom. I fear for the young woman, and I fear for my friend, Dr. Malloy.
It sounds interesting. I think I can look into this for you.
Thank you. Now, you'll have to refresh my memory. How much is your fee? How does it work?
I charge $500 a day.
Of course.
You got a light pen?
Plus expenses.
Naturally. There, that should be enough to get you started. And here somewhere, there you go. I could be reached at that number.
I'll be in touch.
I feel we're off to a good start.
All right, Mr. Fitzpatrick.
All right. We got our case.
Cash I've had in months. $4,000. I owe Louis $200, and Rook says I owe him $300. But there should be plenty left over. Yes, sir. Things are definitely looking up.
Classic. All right, let's get it started. Ooh, we recommend everyone except experienced game players select entertainment. There are hints available on this level, as well as an option to bypass the more difficult puzzles. No hints available. There are bonus locations and puzzles. I gotta stop yawning. Let's do entertainment. The story can move along 3 different paths, a total of 7 combined innings. To play Mission Street, be thoughtful, kind, and choose the high road. Lombard Street, stay neutral, perhaps a little naive. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, be antagonistic and selfish. A tutorial of how the virtual world engine is available in the help system. To see the tutorial, click on the question mark on the main console and blah, 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 blah. I didn't know they were going to show the intro under new game. I guess that makes sense. They would have. Day 1, the search for Malloy. They don't have any cool horns like Under a Killing Moon did.
Fitzpatrick didn't give me much to go on. Just the newspaper photo of Malloy and the fact that Malloy stayed here at the Ritz. And there's that girl Fitzpatrick referred to, Sandra. Maybe I can track her down. First I need to find out which apartment Malloy was staying in and then get into it. That means I gotta deal with Nilo, my landlord. It's the second week of April and I'm a little late on my February rent payment.
Alright, let's see if we remember how to play.
I'll pick up these clothes next time I'm expecting someone else in my bedroom. Yeah, fat chance of that.
Can we...
Well, that won't work. That doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
It's my own little attempt at creative horticulture. Space Girl Doris. With your own form-fitting airsuit and come-hither smile, I still dream of you and a lunar landing. This door leads downstairs. My parents found this in the attic and sent it to me. I remember the pastoral days of my early youth, riding on my trusty Mount Striper, chasing bank robbers and horse thieves. And all that came to an end one summer afternoon during an electrical storm. The lightning struck a transformer near our home, creating a tremendous power surge. It was after the accident that my brothers and sisters started calling me Tex. Whenever I asked them, they'd just laugh and wink at each other. I never did find out about that nickname.
That's funny. We gotta get used to these controls.
Clothes next time I'm expecting someone else in my bedroom.
Yeah, a closer look at that picture.
These are designer lights, as if there were any doubt. It's a small miniature camel. And this is some sort of cool thing. I think that's a ceramic dog. I won this athletic supporter trophy in high school. I was the best third-string punter in the state. I'm currently reading The Maltese Fruitcake. The family's been passing it around for years. I'm currently reading the... These are designer lights.
Alright, so I wonder how we look up and down. Do we not need to?
Amazingly enough, this space-age cabinet came folded into a packet the size of a Triscuit. This is the certificate and a copy of the check the Mutant League gave me after my last case. I used the cash to expand my office, buy some furniture, and pay off my debts. That left me with $4.12. This is where I shave my face once a month, come rain or shine. Indoor plumbing is one of the many luxuries I try not to take for granted. That's the way back to my office.
What's in here?
This door connects to my rec room.
Hold on, how did we get a big old rec room coming our way?
The guy who sold me this hormonotron said it would make women obsolete in my life, but I can't get it to work.
All right, there's got to be a way. Oh, look up and down. There we go. All right. What else we got in here?
This photo was taken at the last family reunion I attended. Has it really been 18 years? This painting epitomizes my view of women as a gender. No matter how many lights I have in a room, there's always space for another lamp.
If you say so.
A stack of Perry Mason paperbacks and some other crap. I mean art.
All right, so good. That went through everything then, hopefully. I'm not worried about that. Step back in the corner here. What do we got here?
My favorite vase. I'm gonna start using this thing just as soon as I get in shape. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Bear in a trench coat. A reproduction of Fish and Fruit by the mutant surrealistic Saul Dooley. This barbell would provide a great workout if it weren't so darn heavy. Most of these computer components were purchased at a yard sale. The only one I've been able to get running is the little laptop on the shelf in front of the chair. Most of these computer components were purchased. I cut this article about Mac Malden out of the newspaper. Gives me a good chuckle.
Well, let me get that.
I cut this thing out of the paper a few days ago. I've known Mac Malden for years. We've worked together on several cases,
He was the cop
but I
in the
don't
last
think we're
one.
actually friends. We just help each other out occasionally. That's the only computer in the office that works.
Laptop computer. Searching for CD. All right, I've got a CD, so I guess we can't use it.
This door leads back.
And turn. There we go. So what was this door then?
This door leads down.
Let's go search his office, right?
That's...
It looks the same, but not the same.
I got this from my grandpa, Audie Murphy. It was signed by Richie Havens. Grandpa said he was the original singing detective. This painting always
Original?
reminds me of something. I'm not sure what. I haven't played my phonograph since it destroyed the A-side on my Bill Shatner Sings the Blues LP. This little gem cost me 120 Llama cigarette coupons, but I think it's well worth it. The watercolor plate is a lovely reminder of my favorite high school art class. That's my prize collection of tribbles.
The trouble with trebles. We got his hot plate here.
Taco Bob. It's got the most stylish placemats in town. This hot plate will come in handy if I eat anything other than saltines and dog food again. Eat the rich dog food. A little gamey, but not bad for the price.
That was kind of weird.
I've had this jackknife ever since my Weeblos days.
All right, we got a nice.
Rusty the Clown's Fun Book. The only pop-up book in existence with a must-be 18 years or older sticker. Took me forever to get this diploma. I had to send in 100 proofs of purchase from True Detective. Couple more cases and I'll have this thing paid for. Then I'll start paying off my student loans.
Yeah.
The guy who sold me this said it just might be an unsigned Picasso. It better be, because I paid $30.
$30 whole dollars. What's on the desk?
My new vid phone is essential to my business. Thank goodness it's easy to operate. That's a New York Times bestseller, Men Are Imbeciles, Women Are Erratic. My mom sent this to help me with my love life. I've read the first chapter and I think the author's a hermaphrodite. This picture was taken of my ex-wife on her 25th birthday. Yeah, she was gorgeous. Makes me wonder sometimes why we couldn't make it work.
What? I'm not really sure what the hell just happened there, guys, but
Guilty as heck. The gripping saga of Lance Knight, the soft-boiled PI. I picked this book up at Rook's for $25. It's worth every penny. The scanner brings back some truly fond memories. Wonder how Trixie's doing. My knife used to have all the cool attachments. Now everything's busted off except the pliers and the standard screwdriver head.
okay. Well, that's Can we scan that?
That won't work. That doesn't seem to do it.
All right. Well, okay. You've got effects.
The 60-day warranty just ran out on my electronic shop fax machine. Should break down any minute now.
Yeah, that's the way that shit goes.
These drawers contain more worthless stuff than a Walmart bargain bin.
How do I look in it? I guess you can't. There's nothing to look in. Okay.
These drawers contain more
Then why would you let me open it?
These drawers contain more. These drawers contain more worth. These drawers.
Okay, stop spinning around, Tex. All right, did we go in this door?
This door now opens into the legendary Tex Murphy boudoir.
I think that's where we came in from. We still got our
This
dance
office
steps.
was a dance studio before I moved in.
Get
This
some water.
baby's brand new. I had to replace the old one after the incident. Lord, what a horrible memory.
I don't remember what happened with that. That might have been something.
This is my official front door. This is my official front. I should probably stop by the newsstand and see if Chelsea's upset with me about last night. I've been trying to get her to go out with me for years now, and just when I think I might be getting somewhere, I stick my big foot in my mouth. Well, now I got some money, and maybe she'll give me another chance to let me take her out to dinner.
Nice leisurely stroll across the street.
Hi, Tex.
Let's attempt an apology because we don't want to be insensitive. We don't want to pretend nothing's wrong.
Hey, I'm sorry about last night.
Is that so? Why?
Ooh, try to get her to smile, orthopedic humor. I don't know what turn the tables is going to do. It sounds bad, though.
Playing hard to get, huh? Okay, I'll play your little game.
I'm not in the mood, Tex. You know, this is not a game to me. I have a lot of big decisions to make, and maybe I need to get away to make them.
Try to be thoughtful for once, yeah.
Hey, everybody needs some space sometimes. Go if you have to, but I'll be waiting when you get back.
Thanks, Tex. I'll keep that in mind. So what's up?
Saw the invitation, find a loophole. Let's find a loophole.
Listen, Chelsea, I know you say you never go out with customers, but since I never bought anything from you, officially I'm not a customer. And I'd really like to take you out to dinner tonight.
What, like a date?
Please play down the date aspect. Yeah.
No, it'd be more like two friends having a great meal and maybe some stimulating conversation.
I guess that'd be okay. I mean, yeah, that'd be all right. You know, Tex, I haven't really been myself lately, and I really appreciate you looking out for me.
Well, where do you want to go? It's her birthday,
Hey, it's
right?
gonna be my pleasure. So what are you in the mood for? You know, I heard Weenie World put tater tots on the menu.
I've got a better idea. Why don't you let me make you dinner at my place? It's cheaper than going out. And besides, I have something I'd like to talk to you about. Let's say 8 o'clock?
Well, you talked me into it, Miss Pandora.
Well, I feel so spoiled.
By the way, what should I bring, red or white?
You better bring both.
Someone who doesn't date customers.
After years of relentless pursuit, Chelsea's inviting me over to her apartment for dinner. Oh man, the possibilities are making me woozy. Okay, snap out of it, Murphy, and let's get back to work here. Maybe I should head over to the Ritz and see if Nilo's at the front desk. I'm sure he'll be happy to see me.
Nice, slow, leisurely stroll across the street again.
Hold it right there, you sneaking piece of slop.
Play cool.
Calm down, Nilo. I'm not going anywhere.
Damn straight you ain't. Where's my money? You owe me 3 months back rent, pukehead. Come strolling in here like some kind of sunbeam from heaven. Cough it up.
I guess we have to.
I guess you don't count so good. You owe me 2,100.
All right, we tried to short him.
Ah, that's more like it.
Test Nilo's photographic memory.
Well, now that we're all square, can you take a look at a photo for me?
No comprende.
Hey, I had no idea you were bilingual, El Nino.
No one ever talks to me like that. Get the hell out of here, sicko.
Will you try that again? Or
Milo
did we
is
blow it up?
undisputed proof that man evolved from apes.
What now, Pinhead?
Look, Nilo, I'm working on a case. If you help me solve it, maybe I'll have money to pay rent next month.
No comprende?
What?
I said I can use your help.
I heard what you said. It's just my meter ran out. Of course, you see no.
Man.
So, what's on your mind? Never heard of him. I ain't familiar with that name.
You don't know nobody, huh? How about Sandra?
Nope.
Newspaper photo from Malloy?
Recognize the man in this photo?
Yeah, I seen him before.
What can you tell me about it?
He used to stay here. Gone now.
Which room did he stay in?
Hey,
What name did he use when he signed in?
Matthews. Tyson Matthews.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine. P-Bread. We only stayed here a couple of weeks. Paid up front for 2 months. But he's too late to get a refund.
Cheap ass.
What are you asking about me for? Want to ask me out on a date?
I might, dude.
Never heard of him.
What about Rook?
Ah, nicest guy on the street. Me and him, we talk the same language.
English?
I'd like to wipe the smile off that fat guy's face. But he ain't a bad cook. I got a few things I'd like to teach that Chelsea. If you know what I mean.
Oh, what a creep. What about me?
Look, as long as you pay the rent, I don't care if you're the Queen of freaking England.
All right, well. Apartment A.
Apartment A is through the door by Nilo's desk and up the stairs. Nilo's had a hard time keeping tenants, so Malloy was probably the last person to stay in the room. Hopefully I'll find a lead once I get inside.
Does it say?
So, this is where Malloy stayed. The beginning of the trail.
All right, let's see if we can get in here.
What a scumbag. Nilo knew I couldn't get into the apartment without the code. Now he'll probably want to charge me a few $100 for it. At this rate, I'm gonna be broke again in a hurry. It's all locked up.
Maybe there's a way to sneak in. No. That might be funny.
I'd run naked through a nuclear reactor core before I'd set foot in there.
Okay, so that's the back way in our place. Okay. Let's slow my mouse down, see if that helps.
This door leads to the lobby. I only use it when I'm caught up on my rent.
All right. Oh, what's all this?
This mail drop box adds a nostalgic touch to the lobby. The vid phone's busted, but Nilo won't put an out-of-order sign on it. That'd just cut into his profits. Nilo must have found these magazines in the dumpster out back. The only magazines he pays for are the naughty ones.
That does not surprise me one little bit.
Chairs match the sofa perfectly. They're vile-smelling roach nests, just like the sofa. This piece of notebook paper looks like it's been used for a coaster. The lamps are just for decoration. It looks like Nilo's in for a busy and productive day.
Things to do. New issue of Playbob. Pork ribs. Pig feet. Beer. Pink fluffy cupcakes. Test results to clinic. Renewed Playbob subscription. Fix camera in women's bathroom. Pay off the babysitter. Ew. I think we just found our way to get that combination.
Nilo is under...
What do you want? I'm busy here.
There's something I forgot to ask you. I figure I've paid you enough already, so you owe me.
Well, you figured wrong. You're off by about $500.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna give you another dime. You give me the information or I'll turn that mug of yours into taco meat.
Okay. On account of my good mood, I won't charge you. Besides, I can't fit any more of your money in my pocket.
Nilo looks around like he's about to sell some government secret and then lets me take a peek in his special notebook. The code is 4827.
Can we ask?
Well, looks like Nilo's in.
4827. All right. I guess maybe we need one to do
This
that so
door
we can
leads
get
to
the
the
payment.
upstairs apartments.
So that could have saved us $100. Maybe? I don't know. And in we go. Already? Ladies in waiting. That was a quick day. We didn't miss anything. We were supposed to have dinner.
My head feels like it's full of molasses. Yeah, another swell case for San Francisco's favorite punching bag. I suppose the fact that someone knocked me out must mean I'm on the right track. Whoever hit me did a thorough job. Must have interrupted his search of the apartment. Maybe that means he overlooked something.
And that's
These
tell us that he
boxes
did.
are empty. Wonder what they're doing here. A few plastic plates and cheap silverware. Malloy must have taken the good china with him. An old rusty hot plate. The luxury of hotel living. Nice wastebasket.
Is there anything in it? Ah. Ah. No. All that and nothing was in there.
That drafting table must be 70 years old.
There we go.
It looks like a business card.
Acme Storage Company.
This warehouse is just down the street from the Ritz.
We'll store your junk.
Look at it. Envelope.
It was to Thomas Malloy, too, not that Tyson dude.
Whoever wrote this has worse penmanship than I do. Either that or it's written in some weird language. Whoever wrote this has
Alright, let's keep everything tidy.
nothing to find here.
Back it up. Back it up, Tex.
I shudder to think about all the butts that have sat in that cushion through the ages. Damn, no spare change under here.
So, Malloy and a llama?
Looks like Malloy made a special llama pal back in his younger days.
This box looks like a different color, doesn't it?
These boxes are in. These boxes are. These boxes. Man, what's this? Looks like a scarf.
Give me that scarf, baby.
Ooh, this scarf reeks of cheap perfume. I guess Malloy must have had a lady friend in for a visit. And if the lady friend wore this scarf anywhere else in the neighborhood, she'd be pretty hard to forget. Maybe I should show this thing around and see what I can find out.
You play
No
bub?
play bub. I never look at these personally, but I do remember this one. It was the Amazon Woman edition featuring 37 pages of full-color pictures. Nice.
And what's
Looks
this?
like a letter. I wonder who this David Wright is. And more importantly, if Malloy's been to his cabin in Oregon.
Dear Thomas, I was delighted to receive your letter all these years. It sounded as though your work is progressing well. I look forward to having a few of our night discussions. Just like in the old days. You're certainly welcome to stay in my cabin as long as you'd like. It's extremely secluded. I prefer a place to get away from prying eyes. I can't meet you for at least a week. Well, I'll get there when I can. In the meantime, there's a key to the door under the bricks and the front steps. I've come across an item I think you find quite interesting. I look forward to working out an exchange of information. The cabin is exactly 8.4 miles south-southwest from a small town in Oregon called Salenberry. You probably need to find a good map. It will be good to see you again. Sincerely, David Wright.
Looks like a pawn ticket of some kind.
Well, we know a pawn
Looks
shop
like
guy.
Rook did some business with Mr. Malloy. I wonder if Rook could let me redeem this receipt. Who am I kidding? He'll do anything if the price is right.
All right, I think that's everything.
Oh man, Chelsea's gonna kill me. I didn't realize how long I was out. God, almost 16 hours. I was out cold straight through our dinner date. She's never gonna believe me.
No, she's probably not. Oh, we are on the ground floor.
This door leads out to Oh, Chelsea's not at the newsstand. That's strange. I wonder if she's at her apartment.
Is there a map? Can we just travel right to it?
I fly my speeder to the Four Gables apartment building where Chelsea lives. Luckily, or maybe not, she doesn't answer the door. For the time being, I can save my groveling apology for later and go back to working on my case.
I mean, we would have a huge knot on our head, right? We got that warehouse we gotta look at too. Let's check out the pawn shop first.
Rook's been running his pawn shop since sometime before the Eisenhower administration. He's a crusty, mean-spirited little troll who's rumored to have a heart of gold. Yeah, sure. He lets me buy things on credit occasionally, but then he nags me ruthlessly until I pay up. We get along all right, as long as I keep my bills settled.
Up already, Murphy? And it isn't even lunchtime yet. Or am I still asleep? Having a horrible, horrible nightmare.
Let's play him a nice compliment.
Say, Rook, is it just my imagination or have you been working out? 'Cause you look great, you little son of a gun.
Oh, Lord. This is a nightmare.
Let's put some cheer.
Tell me something, Rook. You ever sat down and thought about how great life is and just smiled to yourself?
No. Now where's the money you owe me?
Well, you're gonna think you're still dreaming, Rook. Because here's the money I owe you.
Punk.
Well, let's pop the champagne and have a parade. Murphy paid me back.
Let's play it cool.
I'd love to drink some bubbly with you, Rook, but I'm pretty busy with the case. That's another reason why I stopped by.
Ordinarily, Murphy, I'd tell you what to do with your irritating question. But after all, you did pay me back. I suppose I can spare you a few moments.
Let's just ask about everybody first.
Never heard the name in my life.
Yeah,
Of course I've heard about it. I just doubt I know any more about it than you.
Okay.
How should I know who that is?
Okay.
Never heard the name in my life.
Keep it going.
I've seen this man before. He came into my pawn shop several weeks ago and pawned an item. If you want to find out what he pawned, I suggest you find him and ask him. The man in your photo told me his name was Tyson Matthews.
Okay.
Nilo's run the Ritz for years. He's a pig. But at least he pays cash when he buys something from me. Oh, next question. You know enough about me.
I want to know more.
Louis's a good man. He seems to like you quite a bit. I can't figure out for the life of me why.
I'm a nice guy.
Oh, Chelsea. If I were a younger man, you wouldn't have a chance with her.
Like I do
I'll
now.
admit you have some skills as a PI. It's your social skills that need desperate help.
All right, let's ask about.
I don't want that.
Well, I was checking.
I need to redeem this receipt.
You didn't pawn this.
Well, how much is it? Look, I'm willing to pay extra.
$200. Yep, plus $50 for it not being your receipt.
Should we just go ahead and buy it? Screw it.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
We already did that. What about this one?
I don't want that.
All right, guess that's everything. Ooh, let's go out in the alley.
The garbage can to person ratio is pretty high in this part of the country. I think it's about 4 to 1.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's a manhole cover. A sewer line must run under the alley.
What's up with the submarine music?
I have to admit, Rook.
No key? If I'm gonna put something in a trash can, I'm putting it back here.
The garbage can to The garbage can to person.
Or not. I've known been wrong.
Some unlucky soul lost his wallet.
We lost our wallet.
So, my landlord dropped his wallet, and it's full of cash. Of course, I could return it. So...
Can we use the bank here? No, we haven't saved it. We should probably save it. First one. Alright, we can't use it. Delicious Louis Love? Louis Love?
I guess they have to keep this door locked now that people are storing their stuff here. It's all locked up. looks like a manhole cover. Of course, I'm surprised the term hasn't been officially changed to person hole.
Wow. This was way back.
A sermon on the joys of not eating meat, to be delivered by Reverend Gary. Okay.
Why are we
I
looking
think
in
I'll
the
let
sewer?
that box float right where it is. I think I'll let that...
It'll be the one box we don't look
I
at.
think I'll let... Well, this box looks like it hasn't rotted through yet.
A knife?
A chisel. Maybe someone's been down here doing some prospecting.
I saw those trees kind of moving when I was moving, like the way they were rendering. It kind of freaked me out.
A Playbub. Oh, gross. This magazine is filthy. I'll never get all the sewage off it.
You can't take it? There might be one or two more after this one. I don't remember. Okay, this is going to take us up in the alley, I bet. What is that?
This looks like the kind of money belt the drug dealers are wearing these days. I think I could put this money to a more productive use than any drug dealer could.
How much money do we get?
Oh, great, another empty box. Wasn't anyone in charge of removing these things?
It's probably just so you can see the money belt when you come in from the other direction. So we should probably go back through it and see if we see anything else. Go in the other direction, right? That makes sense. Oh, he didn't like Dark Side Detective, eh? You all voted for Dark Side Detective. You had a choice between this. Where's that chisel? It's at the top. Alright.
Well, that won't work. That doesn't seem to do anything. Well, that won't work. That doesn't seem to...
Alright, there's a whole bunch of places we could go. I don't want to give this guy his wallet back.
Como esta, P-Brain?
P-brain.
Must be nice now you don't need to sneak in through the back. So, what do you want?
We'll be nice.
Ah, got a whole new respect for you, snotface. I'm getting tired of you asking about things I ain't never heard of.
That the only new thing we got on here? Oh, this dude's a touch creeper. Hopefully that will help us out. Let's go upstairs and let's call that boy, the guy that hired us. Gordon Fitzpatrick. Gordon. Is because we haven't looked at it?
So Fitzpatrick's staying at the Savoy. Guess I can call him on my vid phone if I need to talk with him.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How are your efforts progressing?
I have a few leads. Called to see if you'd give me some additional information.
I'll be happy to tell you anything I know. As I've said, I haven't seen my friend for years, and I don't believe I have any additional information that would help you locate him. Unless it's related to finding Dr. Malloy, I don't believe that I can give you much assistance.
I think that is related.
I can't help you with that. I don't know who he is. That may have been the girl that I spoke to at the university. As I've said, I haven't... It's my idea that that was the pseudonym that Thomas used when he worked at the university. That's the landlord at the Ritz, if I'm not mistaken. Extremely unpleasant and uncooperative.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, my part in all this is relatively unimportant.
I have a feeling
The name is new to me.
that that's not true.
The man who runs the diner, I found him a very pleasant man. If I'm any judge of character, I think our arrangement will be extremely beneficial.
All right. Well, I guess we just need to go around and show that scarf. Come on, down the stairs.
Looks like the cops put one of their computerized locks on the door.
I guess we can't break into the clown shop again. Did they change the name of it?
The Golden Gate Hotel was shut down a couple of months ago. Turns out it's a big fire trap. I hear the owners are planning on gutting it and then fixing it up.
Where's the diner? Is this Rook's Diner?
These doors lead to the Brew and Stew. It's the
Oh,
only
Rook's
place in the
Special,
neighborhood
okay.
to get a decent meal. The Brew and Stew, Louie's Diner, is more of a home to me than my place at the Ritz. Louie's probably my best friend if I have one. He's always making sure I get enough to eat, and he runs me tabs for months at a time. My current debt is up to 200 bucks. But with the smell of fresh coffee and Louie's special home cooking, the Brew and Stew always has the welcome sign turned on.
Oh.
Mike! I noticed you talking to that older gentleman last night. I bet Rook 20 bucks that he hired you to do some work for him.
Tell Louis he won.
Well, I'm happy to report that Rook owes you 20 bucks. Though I'm sure he's going to be real happy about paying off the bet.
I think Rook's only nice to members of the fairer sex, and not too many of them. So I was right. You did get a job.
Let's give him a quick summary.
My client's looking for a friend of his. He's not having too much luck finding it. He gave me a nice advance to see what I could turn up.
Congratulations, Mike. It must be a relief to be working again.
And how?
You said it. It's actually why I came down here. I'm hoping you can help me with the lead.
You're okay in my book, Mike.
Yeah, we had to pay him off. He's our best friend. You said him, right? So, the scarf.
That warehouse changes owners like partners at a square dance. I guess it's some kind of storage unit now. Oh, yeah. I remember this scarf. And the perfume on it. Young, blonde girl.
Vulcan?
Came in here a while ago. Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. She was real pretty, though a little heavy on the makeup. I think she said her name was Emily.
Emily, eh?
The cops came in and closed that place down
Rusty's
a couple weeks
Funhouse.
ago. Turns out they found Rusty's body in there. Someone dumped him in a barrel of acid.
About time they
Reed
found
had a
him.
lot of conversation in here, I'll tell you. I saw Malden a couple weeks ago when the cops came by to clean out Rusty's place. He hasn't changed much, except around the waistline. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name.
He never heard that name ever.
This is the guy that was with that young blonde girl who was wearing the nice-smelling scarf. Sorry, Mike. Haven't heard of him. I don't like to talk bad about people, so I got nothing to say about Nilo. I just saw him talking to you. That's about it. Rook's just an ordinary son of a gun, but believe it or not, he's pretty soft underneath. What are you asking about me for? I ain't nothing special.
Oh, sure you are.
Chelsea's the sweetest girl I've ever met. There's nothing I'd like more than to see you two together. You're okay in my book, Mike, no matter what anyone else says.
So this is the Ida Malloy Pond.
Yeah, we never looked at it.
I'm no expert, but this thing looks pretty ancient. I wonder where it came from. I wonder who this David Wright is. And more importantly,
No thanks. Well, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say it's written in Yucatec.
Yeah,
It's
how
a
is this guy
Mayan
doing this?
language, spoken in southern Mexico. I can't help you with the translation, though. You know who might be able to help you is Clint. I heard he's quite a world traveler. You might give it a try.
Wow. Who the hell's Clint?
I don't know nothing but English, and not much of that.
There's no Clint on here. Who the hell's Clint? It's about that time, y'all. It's 10:30.
The slice of heaven's been vacant for months. During one of my previous cases, I did a job for the former owner, Francesca Lucido. Helped her get a divorce from her dirtbag husband, and she took him to the cleaners. Last I heard, she was dating some young stud named Julio and renting a condo in Miami Beach.
Julio. We haven't gone in the tech shop yet. Or the strip club, apparently.
The Fuchsia Flamingo certainly has the nicest doors on the street. The only thing in this neighborhood that's tackier than that marquee is Clint's toupee.
And that's probably where we're going. Alright, let's wrap it up right there, guys. Drop it like you haven't already. Drop us up if you're new. I'm out.